Hi guys, I'm gonna give you a little bit more time to join today because we're coming early. This has been an interesting week. We're jumping around time a little bit around my schedule. So we are about an hour and a half early today. Next week will be a little bit more consistent. But later in the day, as I'm doing quite a bunch of trainings, Victoria Rader here, the founder of You to Shine on our Worthy Me movement. I am quite emotional because I just got through delivering the first code activation for Until You Shine program. Over a decade ago, I wrote a book that was called Until You Shine, that was actually the basis for my PhD thesis on the subliminal and the quantum laws of creation as framed in spiritual practice. And so it's a very emotional day for me today. And of course, as you would have it, that emotion is supported by our quote of the day. We're on page 64 of our journal. If you are just tuning in, this is where you can get the journal. Make sure you scroll down to Worthy Me or get the other journal that speaks to you or the book. And page 64, the quote comes from Howard Thurman. The quote is, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive." It's a very interesting thing because you can think, oh, wow, isn't that selfish? Doesn't the world need me to do something? But the irony is, through the law of uniform origin, you're actually specifically coded for the world, for what the world needs, not necessarily through the world's pain, but through your desire, what makes you come alive. And it might very well be that what angers you that you want to change, or the pain that you see you want to shift, that fuels you and that fires you up. What makes you come alive? That is what you've come here for. That is what aligned with your infinite worth. When you contribute because it makes you come alive, not because you should, not just because you could, the connection that is made is permanent. So here I am doing this live. It makes me come alive because I'm very passionate about restoring human worth back to its divine origin. So on the page, I want you to, if you look at the middle of the page for I'm worthy of wholeness, one of those subcategories is I shift. And so if you are currently in a complete slumber of thought and energy, and you're not even sure what makes you come alive, that's what that exercise is there for. When you divide the page in two and you draw what you currently feel, and you can even write, I have no idea what makes me come alive. Kind of a silly concept altogether. But if you put it there, and then on the other side of the page, you're going to draw what it feels like to be alive. And then as you put an arrow from one picture of where you're stagnant to the being alive side, as you do that arrow and you write, affirm, and say, this is my life now. As you go to bed and you sleep, notice how you wake up to the new feeling, new desire of aliveness. That is the power of this little journal. And I hope you benefit from it greatly. If you are actually interested in learning more about Until You Shine program, we're offering one free attendance. I only do this program once a month for one particular law. Today we did the law of the uniform origin based on my Until You Shine book. Next month, the last Saturday of the month, we're going to do the next law, which will be the law of order. And how do you know that you are triggered or not working with the law of order? Things are lacking order, or you are triggered by the word order. You feel it's a suppressing word. The word order actually is there to support coming alive. When things are in order, it is easier to come alive. But if you've been punished and the order has been brought upon you, then it is very difficult, and your cosmos looks more like chaos right now. So Until You Shine restores your worth very directly. So if you want to learn how to attend one free session, because it's a part of a Quantum Freedom subscription group, join me. The link is in the captions on one of the Step into Quantum Freedom times when I answer questions about quantum freedom, and just tell me I would like to attend a free Until You Shine session, and I will make sure that you're invited. And until we meet again, please remember you are worthy of God's infinite love.